Welcome back to an all-new episode of Construction Secrets with me, David Wintzer. As always, you can go over to davidwintzer.com, get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with one of your friends. For those of you that don't know, my name is David Wintzer. I'm a general contractor in the beautiful town of Park City, Utah, where I'm fortunate enough to be born and raised. And we have been in business for 18 months now. And in those short 18 months, we've accumulated $15 million worth of new residential builds. Our business model is new construction. We don't do any remodels. We just build new construction from the ground up. And since inception, we've built 8 houses now, or we're in the midst of building 8 houses, some of which we've completed. And it's been a great start to the journey of this business, but we have a long way to go. We're still learning, we're still understanding, and we're still growing. I come from the commercial background. I worked for the largest contractor in the state of Utah, a $1 billion company, and I've taken my skills and put it into place with new residential construction. I've been the owner and operator of a business for over the last, over a decade now. And after we shut that business down, I decided I wanted to go into construction. So I went and used my contacts to get a job at a construction firm, worked my way up at this construction company, and then I took my skills and what I learned from the construction company and I implemented them into residential construction. My goal with this channel is to help share the things that I've done in the commercial world and what we're doing currently in our business and how we've scaled it to an 8-figure company in less than 18 months. So I'm not claiming to know everything. I'm not claiming to know anything. I'm just claiming to share the knowledge and the things that we're implementing into our company with you. So I'm driving right now. It is a massive snowstorm out and just, steady as she goes. That being said, today I want to talk to you about OAC meetings. OAC meetings, owner, architect, contractor meetings. This is something that is very, very prevalent in the commercial construction world. It's what everyone does in the commercial world. Every single week there's an OAC meeting where you sit down with the developer, you sit down with the architect, and you sit down with the contractor, and every respective party gets together and you go over the schedule, you go over the budget, you go over the hiccups, you go over RFIs, requests for information that are needed to be addressed from the engineer, the architect, any owner sign-offs on selections. This is a great way to stay ahead of your projects and make sure that the proper parties that are involved in the selections and making things happen are involved in the process over and over and over. And so one of the things that we do within our company is we have an OAC every 3 or 4 weeks with our clients. So we have a Zoom meeting with the client and with the architect. A lot of our clients, the clients that we're doing business with, we're in Utah. One of them is in Texas, one of them is in Florida, one of them is in New Jersey. So you don't need to be in the same room as these individuals. We're having Zoom meetings where the architect logs in, the client logs in, and you log in, and we have about a 30-minute to hour discussion, and the interior designer as well. If the client is the interior designer, that's one thing, but make sure whoever's making the decisions on the selections is part of that conversation as well. So we all get together, we gather in that meeting, and we collectively come up with all the things that need to be done and addressed at that time. So I always kick off the meeting with a schedule update and just let everyone know where we're at in the project, and I just say, hey, here's what's going on this week in the project, here's what's going on next week, and this is what's happened since we last spoke. So I kind of give those updates, and then I give the hot items that need to be done. So for instance, I had an OAC last week, and we're finishing framing the second floor, and I said the hottest items coming up are the plumbing items. I need you guys to finish the plumbing selections because the next person to come in after the framer is going to be the plumber, and I'm going to need to know what those selections are for all my rough-ins. Then the next one's probably going to be doors because doors are a big lead item. So these are the kind of things that we constantly. And then another OAC we had, we just started drywalling, but we've selected everything. We've already ordered the doors, we've already ordered the flooring. Next was the tile, so now we got to get the tile selected. I need to know the patterns of the tile. I need to know everything that's going to happen, and then I let the interior designer know, hey, these are the dates that we're planning on setting the tile. I need you to come out on site and make sure that we are laying this tile, we are laying the locations of the benches and the niches to the correct spots. Those things are imperative when you're building a home, and if you can stay out in front of it, the further out in front you can stay, the easier job becomes. Because if you can sit down and after these meetings you assign tasks, you do meeting minutes, and you say, okay, this is what happened in the meeting. We spoke with, owner, architect, and contractor, and these are the tasks that each individual needs to tackle. And by next meeting, I need to know what the color of the garage door is. By the next meeting, I will have ordered the garage door. By the next meeting, I will have done X. You will have done Y. And in order to accomplish everything on time and on schedule, this is what needs to happen. Oh, and on top of it, here's the budget. So if you're going out and selecting tile, we are holding $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in this particular line item category. That's how much money you have to spend when you go out to these tile stores, and you can allocate the money accordingly. Anything over that is a change order, but you let everyone know ahead of time what is coming their way and what's needed from you, for you, what's needed from them for you, what's needed from you for them, and what every party is responsible for. And the more you communicate that, I mean, if you're building a new house from the ground up, you're in that project for 9, 10, 11, 12, sometimes 2 years, but 9, 10, 11, 12 months, sometimes 2 years, depending on the size of the house. The houses we're building are anywhere from 10 to 18 months, depending on the size. And so the more you can communicate that with these individuals on at least a minimum of once a month basis, that's 10 to 15 meetings a project that you're having with these individuals, and you're making sure that everyone's on the same page. I can't stress to you enough how important it is that the OAC happens on a regular basis. On top of it, make sure you take notes. Make sure you take meeting minute notes, because at the end of the day, when someone says, well, that's not what I selected. Yes, it is. Here's the meeting minutes. And when you send out the meeting minutes to the individuals, that's a binding contract per se. So if there was a hold up in court where you say, your client's like, well, we're behind schedule and that's your fault because you didn't get the doors order on time. You could go back to the meeting minutes and say, hey, I sent you an email. Here's the receipt of that email. And in that email, it specifically says that you needed to select the doors and you didn't select the doors. Therefore, that's on you. That's a great way to hold your clients accountable. That's a great way to make sure that people are not calling you out, because if you go off phone calls and you don't have any written documentation, that's when you get in trouble. That's when, legally something could happen to you and your company, and you just got to make sure you cover all your bases when it comes to that. So OACs are an important thing, but make sure that you take the meeting minute notes as well. And the best way to do it is when you're on Zoom, I constantly just share my screen and I'm writing down those meeting minute notes as we're talking. So as people are selecting things that need to be done, I just do that, and then I just literally copy paste that into an email format so everyone's on the same page, everyone knows what their task is, and that's a great way to keep your projects moving forward on budget, on schedule, and if nothing else, it's communicating with your clients. Hey, we got you. We understand that this is a tough process. Let's make it as easy as possible. This is a great way to be a part of it. So that's all I got for you today. Once again, my name is David Wintzer. You can go over to davidwintzer.com, get your free downloadable templates. All I ask in exchange is that you like, subscribe, and share this YouTube channel with your friends. Also, leave some comments below. Leave some things below that you do on a weekly, monthly basis throughout a project that helps you keep organized, helps you communicate with your clients and your owners, same people, and the architects, the engineers, the interior designers. Who are those people that you're communicating with on a constant basis? How are you doing it? Let me know. I mean, the purpose of this channel is for me just to document like a live vlog of what we're doing with inside of our company. And if any of those things can be helpful for you, hopefully they are. And if not, I'd love to hear some of the things that you're doing within your company, because like I said, we've only been around for 18 months. And so we're here to learn. I'm sure a lot of you have been around for 18 years and you have a lot more information to give me, and I'm willing to take it because we are humble, we're hungry, we're willing to grow, and we're willing to learn from anybody else that's been there, done it before us, because the best way to do it is following the footsteps of someone else that's done it well. So leave some comments below. My goal is to elevate the whole construction industry as a whole, because let's be honest, we're a little archaic as an industry. And I learned from this billion-dollar company how tough it is to turn that ship around, but I think as a team we can all do it together, and technology is really helping that. And I'm just grateful to be living in this time period where we can subscribe to YouTube channels and find great information out there. So leave some comments below, share your content. Looking forward to connecting with you guys. And once again, I really appreciate all the time and effort you guys put into just hopefully growing your own company and helping grow this YouTube channel, because this is new to me and I'm just here documenting the process. So appreciate you. Once again, davidwintzer.com. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye.